All right, let's talk about this. John, stay there. Let's bring in two Republican strategists who are there in Tampa with you as well.
Yep, Justin Sayfie is the Florida co-chair for Mitt Romney's presidential campaign, and Ford O'Connell is former advisor to the McCain-Palin presidential campaign. Gentlemen, good to see you. John, I assume one of the key issues here is, or one of the key achievements Mr. Romney would like to achieve here, Governor Romney, is to move those undecided voters over to his side. Is he going to be able to achieve that?
Well, he's got two things to do. One is to continue consolidating and motivating his base to vote, because this is an election where turnout's going to be important. But he also needs to make some sort of emotional connection, tangible connection with swing voters out there. He hasn't so far. If you look at our NBC Wall Street Journal poll last week, you see on likability, President Obama has a huge advantage over Mitt Romney. He's got to try to do something about that, and he's got an opportunity to reach millions of people who haven't had a chance to hear him at length, and his aides are planning to take advantage of that.
Justin, we know how divided our country is and how equally divided it is. Realistically, how many undecideds are up for grabs this campaign, do you think?
Well, look, we're here in the state of Florida, and there are a number of undecideds in Florida. 20% of registered voters in Florida don't affiliate with either party. And we know that in the last two election cycles, both in 2008 and in 2010, the independent voters, those undecided voters, are the ones that swung the election for President Obama in 2008, and they swung the election to allow Republicans to pick up 7 Senate seats in the Senate and to take 60 seats in the U.S. House. So I think those independent voters are going to be critical, and we're in the swing corridor of the biggest swing state in the country right here in Tampa, Florida.
So, Ford, what does he have to say to those folks to convince them that they should be on his side?
He has to do a couple of things. First, he has to say who he is and what he stands for. He also has to say what he's going to do over the next 4 years to get Americans back to work. And he also has to show that the Republican Party is not just a party of old white fat men. It's a party where women and Hispanics play a key role. And if he can do that and he can knock the ball out of the park in Tampa, he's going to come out with probably about a 5-point bounce. And that's going to be very critical heading into the debates in the next 70 days.
Well, Paul Ryan's going to help him with that, because not all those white men are fat.
Yes. Justin, none of us want to see Isaac turn into a big story, but there is that rather indelicate possibility that it does, and it diverts attention away from the convention. How do you handle that when the country will be more concerned about the safety of those people along the Gulf Coast than, let's face it, they will be at a convention where there could be a lot of revelry going on?
Well, that is an interesting issue. And look, we have important business to conduct here. We do have to officially nominate Mitt Romney to be the nominee of the Republican Party to run for the highest office in the land. That is very important. At the same time, we're all very concerned about the impact that that hurricane could have, if it reaches hurricane strength, it could have on the Gulf Coast. Those of us here in Florida are very sensitive to that, and it's going to be a delicate topic, and it'll be interesting to see how we handle it. But I think we can do both. I think we can get our message out, we can nominate Mitt Romney, and we can also show sensitivity to the people that are being impacted by that storm in the Gulf region.
Ford, another delicate question here, or delicate topic. The fact that nearly an entire day of a convention can be canceled and it still achieves what it sets out to do, isn't that a big glaring sign that shows that actually not a lot gets done at these conventions anymore? No. They're not what they used to be?
There is some dispute there, but I think it's very important in this convention. We have a very ironic thing. Right now, a lot of people see Mitt Romney as the anti-Obama candidate. What's important for Mitt Romney here is to keep a laser-like focus on what it is he is about and how he's going to put America back to work over the next 4 years. People have been discounting, conventions, but given what's at stake here, this is the 3 most important days of Mitt Romney's political career, really.
Ford, didn't you talk to the band and tell them that you were going to be on TV? And that
I know, what were they thinking?
Yeah, exactly.
Michelle, I just want to say Ford knows more about running a political campaign than I do, but I think the cancellation of Monday, the Democrats' sacrifice of money to Labor Day next week, is proof positive that these conventions do not need to last for 4 days. They may not even need to last for 3 days, and my prediction is that you will not have either party stage a 4-day convention 4 years from now.
Well, I just want to disagree with that. I think it's a unique opportunity. 4 days. What does happen at these conventions is that each party is given an opportunity to speak directly to to the American people. There are almost 15,000 journalists here. They're going to help each party tell that story.
But
and
it's
this
the
is such
age
an
of
important
Twitter.
decision.
It's the age of Twitter. 140 characters, and you want 4
But
days.
with 76 million viewers, these are really the three most
But
important
you weren't
days
even
for
going to
Mitt
get
Romney.
coverage on Monday. Half the
Monday doesn't matter. Monday is not an issue.
My point exactly. You just said Monday doesn't matter.
Mitt Romney introducing himself to the American public is because right now all they
That
see him
takes
is
one
the
day.
anti-Obama
It takes
candidate.
1 day.
Yeah, good luck
2
getting
days.
76 million viewers, too, by the
Don't
way.
forget the
Gentlemen,
print
thank you. Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll let you get back to work there. John, we'll see you later
I
as
will
well
be watching
tonight.
CNBC and Diamond
Boy,
Crush.
if they get 76 million viewers, that'll be something.